Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm back again with that holiday project that we were doing, and I'm here with the one that we have been making with the Maribel kit, and we have been vintaging this one up. We were also making one with the Myrtle Cottage kit. I don't know which way round the videos are going to be uploaded, but yeah, I thought let's come on and do a bit more with this one today. So I've just literally, in the last video, we did this section here and this section here. We just kind of included a few vintage pieces of ephemera, basically, you know, to make it look a little bit more kind of unique and special. So yeah, I thought let's come along and do some of this section. So this is kind of like the front, you know, front cover, I suppose. So I thought let's come along and do some bits here. Now I probably want to reinforce this section here because of course this is, you know, this is just a single sheet of paper that's been folded over, so it's just good practice, I think, to just, you know, reinforce it somehow. Otherwise it just feels like it's a vulnerable spot in the, you know, in the journal. So I might just use this lace here. This is just, you know, my standard lace that I kind of go to. We have been using quite a bit of the crocheted lace, but yeah, let's just try this one. So just cut that one down. Okay, so that can go in there. Now I may want to put some sort of pocket or something like that on here. I'm not sure yet. Let's just have a quick look through the papers that I've got here to the side. So I've got this one. So we could have something like this on here. Alternatively, I mean, what we could do is kind of have like a flip down. Would be quite nice. Now let me just see. Oh, typical. I don't think I've got any of this now double-sided. I think I've used all my double-sided sheets of this up. That's very annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I've used all of that up. So let's just see. I've also brought along my ration book. I was looking for that last time because I thought that would go quite nice on this particular journal. So, I mean, it's, well, I'm using the term journal kind of loosely. It's sort of a journal slash folio, I suppose, or lap book. Okay. So I might quite like to have this, I think, here actually. So yeah, I'm going to move this over slightly so as I hopefully get that whole bit in. And then obviously I'm going to have to just trim it down on the corner. So again, just find this the easiest way to trim it down. Like that. Just as a bit of a guide there to get, you know, a little bit of a straighter edge than I would perhaps going in, you know, blindly. Actually, we might be able to just use this one. Oh yeah. That's a good size, isn't it? So we could probably have that trimmed down about there. So again, just trim that like that. Okay. And just cut that across here. Like that. Okay. So yeah, we can just now form, you know, just a little pocket there. So that's going to work really, really well. Now, I have got some coffee dyed paper. Now, what did we do here? I'm just trying to remember what we did. We didn't really have any flaps or anything on this yet, so we could definitely incorporate some flaps. And I'm thinking the coffee dyed paper might be quite nice to do that. So yeah, perhaps I will cut this in half like that. So I hope everyone's having a good day, maybe doing some crafting, having a nice time. You know, leave in the comments below what you're working on. I know I say this all the time, but it's so good to hear what everyone's working on because, you know, that really can spur you on, you know, inspiration-wise for other people. You know, if you're kind of having a day where you think, oh, I don't know what to work on today, and then someone else leaves, you know, a comment as to what they're working on, it may just spark a bit of inspiration for somebody else. So, you know, leave comments as to what you're working on. I think it's just really helpful. I'm actually thinking we could have this flap at the bottom. You know, there's no reason why to always have them at the top, and I don't know why that's a, you know, kind of natural tendency of mine to just put them at the top. But yeah, let's have this one here. So again, just going to glue this down. Like that. Right. Now, I have to say, I've re-inked my Distress ink pad here. So actually, before I glue this on, I'm just going to distress this, because we were going for the heavily distressed look, weren't we, with this one? Honestly, I only worked on that other video yesterday. You know, for me, I don't know whether they will go up in order, but yeah, for me, it was only yesterday. And already I'm struggling to remember what we actually were doing. Right, this is very, very strong now, because obviously, like I say, I did re-ink it yesterday. So I'm just going to get a piece of scrap paper to kind of like dab this off. I don't want to now just go, do you see what I mean? It's super, super, super dark, super strong. I can't seem to get to grips with the re-inking. I think it's definitely a user error rather than the stuff itself. But yeah, it seems to be problematic for me. Right, just okay. I mean, it's still pretty strong, but okay. Right, let's just see. I mean, it probably looks even stronger, to be honest, because it had got to the point where that ink pad was so dry. So obviously, the last bits that I inked just, pretty much looked like they had no ink whatsoever. Right, okay. So, I'm going to glue this on. I nearly glued it on the wrong way then. Oh, honestly, what's going wrong? I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. Right. Let's just use my pin. Okay. Oh, come on. What is going on with my glue here? Oh, this is just... Right, okay, it's coming out now. I thought, really? I'm going to have this now today? Because I often put that down to a temperature thing when the glue's playing up, you know, but I mean, definitely there shouldn't be a temperature issue today, because it's pretty warm, and, you know, it has been for a few days, so it's not like it should have got cold and then warmed up, or the other way round, warmed up and then cooled down. Okay, right. So, yeah, going to have it like this. Now, just need to decide, do I want the lace over or under? I think under, actually. So, yeah, let's glue our lace down. Now, I'm not going to glue the lace down on this side just yet, because I haven't decided what I'm going to do on that side. So, I'm going to leave that side for the time being, and then, you know, I can then decide what to do with that side in a minute. So yeah, for the moment we will just glue this down like this on the one side. So we've got that like that. Isn't that just so gorgeous? Really, really lovely. Now what we could do is we could have a sort of policy closure somewhere, or just trying to think what else we could do. Well, I mean, right, I've got this gorgeous embroidery thread. Now, I managed to buy some of this at a, what do you call it? Like a sort of, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a school fete, but, you know, like a sort of village fete. That's the word, village fete. Yeah, so I couldn't resist it. It was just the most gorgeous colour. I thought, wow. I mean, there's a lot there. It will last me forever, but... yeah, just that colour for me. I mean, this is probably my actual all-time favourite colour. This, like, I don't know whether it really is emerald green or what colour it is, but it's very, very, very yummy colour, isn't it? So, I mean, we could just have it bound round like that with some, you know, a bow. We could have it bound the other way with a bow, so, like, this way round. Just try that. Okay. So yeah, like that. Or we could obviously attach it somewhere. Oops, like that. So it would just be poking out from underneath, and then have like a policy closure somewhere up here. Now the only thing that kind of puts me off doing that is obviously that's going to restrict, you know, whatever can go in this pocket. It can't be sort of full height, because obviously you've got to allow for the policy closure. Now, does that matter? Does it matter? Oh, I don't know. You know, like, is that one of those types of things that you would then live to regret and think, oh no, why did I do that? Or do we think it would actually be okay? I don't know. I don't know. Why can't I make a decision today? This is just not good, is it? Let's just use my Distress ink. Just see how that would look. Oh, I think I quite like that because it's got a sort of vintage look, I always think. You know, the policy closure things, they just always do look a little bit on the vintage side, don't they? Right, now I need to hunt down some sort of brad, because I've said this before recently, but I don't seem to be able to get my favourite brads now. And, oh, it's so frustrating because I loved those brads. And, yeah, I'm now just having to kind of like, you know, improvise, go with something else, which is fine. But, you know, you get used to what you really love, don't you? And then it's like, oh, no, I can't get it anymore. What am I going to use instead? So I'm just going to put this string round. I'm just hot gluing it down. Like that. Okay, so I've glued it down, you know, in quite a few places, just so that hopefully it's really held, you know, really well. Now you can then put a sheet of paper over that to kind of like keep it really stuck down. I'm not even sure that I'm going to bother doing that, to be honest, because I'm thinking that may cause more of a sort of hindrance when I'm putting things into the pocket. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother with that. Now, what brads am I going to use? Just having a quick look to see. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just having a quick rummage around to see whether I've got any brads that I know that I had, you know, what's the word? You know, coloured some with the patina. And now I don't seem to be able to find them anywhere. So I don't know what I've actually done with those, which is a bit annoying. Right, let me just pull from my little organiser here. Okay. Right, we could have that. I mean, that's not a bad one, to be honest. Yeah, I think probably that's the best one that we're going to have. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be that, I think. Or we do have, you know, because I have got one or two of my favourite brads left. Just literally kind of like, yeah, one or two. So we could have that. Let's just check it out and see, shall we? Put this back. Right. The problem is, whenever I use one of the different ones, I never really seem to feel that happy with it. You know, I kind of go with it at first and think, oh yeah, I'm going to go with that. And then after, you know, 10 minutes, I just keep looking at it, wishing I hadn't used it. So I don't want to kind of make that mistake. Right, let's just pop that through there. Again, I don't know where my poker tool is. I'm all at 6s and 7s. You know, since I've come back from holiday, I'd gone on holiday and my desk was, you know, pretty organised because, of course, you know, I'd only just moved into my room a few weeks before. And now I've come back. It just seems like it's really messy in here. I mean, obviously it is, because I've got straight back and got on with, like, you know, a few different sort of projects. And so now they're, of course, all over the desk. You know, spreading like wildfire all over the desk. Right, okay. Let's just rough this up, because we have been going for the, you know, the roughed up vintage look, haven't we? So again, just go down those edges and here as well. Okay, right. Like that. And across the top as well. Okay, so it looks quite pretty, doesn't it? And then this we are going to have here, like that, and it's going to have the closure up here, like that. So I might as well have it right at the top, really. Okay, so that looks quite good, doesn't it? So yeah, happy with that. Now, I think what I might do is wet glue it down the sides and then just hot glue the bottom. So down those sides. And the reason I'm hot gluing the bottom is just because it's got that bit of bulk here. So I just want to kind of make sure it's just glued down really, you know, really well. So go straight across there. Like that. Okay. And like that. Okay. Looking good so far. Okay. And just obviously press down where I've got the wet glue. Now, because we were obviously going for the, you know, quite a vintagey kind of feel here, we could do some sort of vintagey stuff here as well. So let's just have a look and see what I've got. So I've got this lace, which we've used this on one of the other pieces, I think, one of the other pages. I've got also some more of those flower trims. So you could definitely use those somewhere. Okay. That's quite pretty, isn't it? Now let's just see what else I've got. Oh, I've got these gorgeous images here. Now I don't know. Oh, I don't know now. They're sort of perhaps a bit small actually to go in one or two of the places where I tried them. Let's try this one. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like that. So I'm thinking maybe have that on there. Looks really pretty, doesn't it? So, and I mean, again, what we could do is glue this on like a pocket. I mean, obviously these are tiny pockets, so you're not going to get a great deal of stuff in there. But, you know, it just all adds to the interactive elements, doesn't it? So, like that. And then we're just going to glue the lace down at the top. Like that. Okay, and just the little flower trim there. Suddenly noticed it was upside down. Okay, like that. And just trim that lace out. Okay, so that looks pretty, doesn't it? Oh, I thought that was maybe a mistake. So yeah, I'm just going to hot glue this down because obviously it's gluing over that lace. It's, you know, resisting a little bit more than I would have liked. So yeah, let's just glue that down and then it's done, isn't it? So yeah, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. So that looks really, really pretty, doesn't it? And then this we're going to have up there. Now, I do just have a little bit of ribbon. Oh, I don't know whether that's really adding anything there or not. But then again, you know, as usual, I take it away then and think, oh yeah, it does. You know, it's funny how once you try these things, they always do look better than when you haven't tried them. So, yeah. Okay. So, we're going to just pop this around here. Oops. Oh, that's very long for that. I don't need anywhere near that. Okay. Do we want this going down the side? Yeah, shall we? It does look pretty, doesn't it? So I'm going to just open this just so as I don't end up gluing this closed. Like that. Okay. So again, just leave that sort of there so as I get a guide for how long I need to make my glue line. Like that. Okay. Looking good. Right. Close. Close. Like that. Okay, looking good. Yep, loving how that's all coming together so far. Really, really pretty. So then we've got this side here. Now this is technically really, this is the cover. Unless of course we had it this way round, which there's no reason why we couldn't, I suppose. I just, yeah, automatically kind of just assumed it would be this way round. Now, what do we want to do for the cover? Because I'm thinking, you know, we could have something like, you know, one of these gorgeous vintage pictures on the cover. I mean, I have to say I love these so much. And they are obviously genuine, authentic, vintage stuff. So I'm now coming to the point where, you know, I need to be hoarding these really because I'm running out of them. So, you know, can I bring myself to actually use these? I do quite like it coming off to the side of the window, I have to say. I think it looks quite pretty on the side of the window. I do like that one. Yeah, I do like that one. So let's just see what we could kind of marry this with. So bearing in mind that, you know, if this is the cover, we can be a bit more kind of flamboyant with this, can't we? And, you know, we don't have to kind of like limit ourselves because obviously this is the cover. I mean, not that I feel that I have been limiting myself, if I'm truthful, you know, but yeah, even less reason here to limit ourselves, so we can really go for it and put loads of different bits on if we want. So, I mean, that's really quite nice, isn't it? Oh, I love how that looks. Yeah, very, very pretty. So, yeah, let's go for that before I change my mind. So I'm just going to pop some lace down here. That crochet lace always just looks gorgeous anywhere. Any crochet, to be honest. I mean, actually, you know, I have discovered kind of over the time that, to be honest, any form of crochet lace is pretty, you know, pretty good. I don't think one is kind of much better than the other. I think they're all brilliant. Right, now I'm going to glue this down here with the hot glue and just on the 3 sides, so again it's like a pocket, you know, just if I want to use it as a pocket. I mean, like I always say, might not even use it as a pocket, but if you don't put it down as a pocket, then you don't even have that option, do you? So by just putting it on like that, it's just opening up opportunities there. Now that's quite pretty, isn't it? And then obviously we want some other bits and pieces on that cover. Heaven forbid that we would just leave it looking as plain as it does now. So I'm so sorry that I have to keep on clearing my throat. Honestly, I've come back from the holiday. Well, I had the cold the whole time we were on holiday, but yeah, it's still lingering. So I do apologise if I keep having to, you know, it's just one of those things. But, you know, I feel absolutely fine. You know, I'm not feeling ill now or anything like that. But yeah, just it's annoying. So I do apologise because I know it's probably pretty annoying to listen to. But again, you know, when you're just talking all the time as well, you know, like you do on a video, that obviously aggravates it further. So you're having to all the time. So yeah, I do apologise. Okay. Just wondering whether I could use that little bit of lace there. Don't know whether we're getting too much in one place and I'm better off, you know, spreading it about a bit on the page. Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? I just love these striking colours together. I mean, I know I said this, I think, previously when we were working with this, you know, on the video where we constructed it, but not constructed it, sorry, you know, started adding the vintage stuff. But yeah, there's just something so striking and gorgeous about these blues and reds and greens. Oh, I just absolutely love, love, love them. You know, together they just look amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Now, do we want this here? I mean, the only thing is having it up here, obviously, is it's, you know, potentially hampering my pocket. That being said, like we mentioned, you know, I might not even use that as a pocket, so that seems, you know, silly not to actually put it where I want, because I think it might muck it up. Having said that, it actually looks quite good here, so yeah, let's just put it up the top. And that way it's not in the way of the pocket. It looks good anyway. Okay. Pop this one down here. Like that. Okay, do we want anything else on there? Kind of thinking maybe like a coloured book plate or something, just saying the word journal or something like that. Let's have a look. Oh, I thought I had some of my coloured book plates beside me, but maybe I haven't. Oh, but I haven't got them here at all, which is pretty annoying. Oh, they're probably in my craft bag from, you know, where I stayed at my mum and dad's before our holiday, you know, when we were renting our house out. So probably still got them in a bag from that. And yeah, that's another reason why I'm in such a mess, is because of course I've got, you know, all sorts of bags going on, you know, bags from where I obviously went to stay at my mum and dad's, the bags from the holiday, you know, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm so, you know, mislaying things. That's quite pretty on there. Now I have to say, I'm kind of torn. Do I want to cover it up? Because I love this look of the paper. Having said that, this looks very pretty too. Let me just see if I've got a smaller version of that, because then it wouldn't cover so much of it, perhaps. No, I haven't really. That's annoying, isn't it? Oops, that's kind of bigger actually, weirdly enough. Oh, that's a bit strange. These are just my green architecture kind of labels pieces, but yeah, I just thought the green, you know, if there's a plain one, I like this one, it does just look really gorgeous on this paper, doesn't it? So I thought it would perhaps look really good. No, I'm going to have to leave that. Now my coloured book plates, I wish I could think where they are. I don't know where they are. Oh, I'm so sorry. I do need to do a tidy up really before I can, you know, properly function. And yeah, I should do that probably before doing another video, but the chances are I won't, let's be honest. Yeah, if I'm truthful, I probably won't get around to doing that before my next video, but okay, so I might have just the journal plate here, the coloured book plate. Oh, I don't know now. I mean, I quite like it there, except I feel like I've got a diagonal line going with all my bits stuck down, which is a bit on the strange side, isn't it? Oh, and do you know what else? This is one of those pieces that I've printed, you know, onto my photographic paper, which, you know, allegedly is double-sided, but actually it turns out it's not really double-sided, because one side is significantly brighter than, you know, produces significantly brighter colours than the other. So, oh, I've got this one. Can you see, you know, I mean, I'm not saying they're the same colour green anyway, but yeah, it's not really double-sided at all. I don't know why they said it was. Okay. So just trim this down. Okay. Oh, that's quite pretty there, isn't it? And actually we might be able to put some lace or something underneath that. So let's just have a look and see. Oh, have I got a small piece of lace? Let's just try this one. Okay, I definitely need to cut this down because it's huge at the moment. So, yeah, let's just cut that down like that. Okay. Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah. So let's just have that there. Now again, I'm just going to use my hot glue straight onto here, and that's going to obviously, you know, glue that lace down as well. Like that. How pretty does that look? It's just the perfect colour, isn't it? That lovely green on that paper. So yeah, I think that's kind of probably all we've got time for today. But it's coming together nicely, isn't it? And I'm just loving the mix of the vintage stuff with the Marabelle papers. It looks really, really, really pretty. So yeah, I mean, I really hope that you like how it's coming together. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much then. Bye.